for that. That's wrong, Miss Betty. That's wrong. It's wrong for y'all doing that to me.
Why are you crying? Let's go to the cabaret. Come to the cabaret. And Joseline and this bitch.
Yo, bitches wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight out tell you no. Wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight out tell you no. Just wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight out tell you no. Wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight out tell you no. Just wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight out tell you no. Rick and Mamacita, yeah, I run this shit, you know it's slutty bitches and ain't got shit on me. Let you know esta rica, muy vainilla, no yo rica, mi booty la. Tu dinero para el pussy. Tu dinero para el pussy.
Tu dinero para puti. Okay, y'all are getting a new intro, y'all. It's coming. Okay, it is coming. All right, make sure you guys stay tuned for the after show tonight, Monday night. I know I did not drop the recap for Cabaret, so this is why I'm dropping this video, and I didn't do the after show last night only because it was 3 shows at once. I saw in the comments even before I could have started the live that some people didn't even watch the show yet. So I wanted to give all the entertainers a chance to really watch all of the shows before we do the after show. So it is going to be tonight. Okay, so make sure I do tune in. So this episode, you guys, starts off with Chinks and freaking Lex still getting into it. Chinks, of course, end up sneaking Lex. Now, you know what's crazy with this scene? Chinks looked at bigger. Chinks and Lex looked at bigger than the security guard in the damn car. Them security guards can't really do that with Chinks and Lex. Like, I'm telling you, Lexi Gold and her are like, they are some bralette girls. Like, if they put them two on baddies, it would be an issue because, baby, I'm telling you, they would be running through them hoes like a Tomb Radar. I didn't notice it until this episode when they kind of zoomed the camera out and all you saw was their size, right? So T Love at one point kind of inserted herself in the midst of it, which was so annoying. I did not, maybe because New York was so long ago, was T Love, I guess, was always this body. Because I don't remember this on Justice Cabaret New York. Like, I remember she was body, gang. Who you banging? When Justice said, they need to let you go. You know what I'm saying? I remember her being a little bit like boisterous, but like, I don't know, something about her this season, like, she really on like demon time, like she's forcefully trying to be hard. Do y'all peep that? Lex was sounding like a whole nigga. She like, man, you snubbed me, bitch. 1 time out of 5, man. What you gonna do one more time then? I'm finna get you one more time. Yeah, right? So T-Love inserts herself. She ends up spitting at Chinks. Okay? What Joseline said, nasty bitch. Okay? when Karen has spit on her, you say, you nasty bitch. You are nasty. Like, my whole thing is, you don't even, in my opinion, know Chinks like that from what we know from y'all being around each other. So it's like, for you to try to spit at her, it's like, you're nasty. And it was so attention seeking to me. Okay. Now she starts calling her dirty and stuff, and they give Chinks some water. Why would they do that? I don't know. Because clearly, when somebody's fighting on reality TV and you give them water, they're gonna throw it. So whoever security guard production decided to do that, not smart. She ends up, of course, throwing the water. And T Love is just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you then. I'm gonna get you. Also, T Love, that pink wig, I'm not a fan. No shade. T Love is perfect for her blonde Eve. Okay, we're gonna call it blonde Eve. The Eve haircut with the blonde with the waves, that is so cut. The wig, it just don't sit. It looks big. It gives Yummy P. Okay. One thing about that bitch Yummy P, she gonna live forever in infamy, and she lives through her wigs. Okay. It traveled through time and ended up on T Love's head because, baby, I do not like that wig. It just looks so chunky. You know what I'm saying? It looked like one of them dolls. Like, she looked like one of them troll dolls with that pink wig. It's just, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Okay. Stop it. Okay. All I kept thinking is, Chinks, you better be careful before she bang the set. You know she gang. So on the other bus, Deke starts talking about how Joseline is mad at her and Des. Let me tell y'all this. apparently a lot went down in Paris. They should have been filming in Paris. They should have had cameras in Paris, because all we kept hearing this episode is Paris, Paris, we, Paris, Paris, we. Okay, little we. That's all we kept hearing is about Paris. And it's like, girl, we needed cameras up in Paris because this is too much tea. Okay. They went to Paris. I guess all the girls are together at one point. They're supposed to film like a video. What I'm guessing when they keep saying video, I think it was like a promo for Cabaret, like I Like the Way You Are. I think it was the one when they was in Paris in the middle of the street. So all of the girls were not there, right? Drea, Oceans, Isis were all there. I'm guessing Danny was there as well. And then Des and Neek at one point were like taking pictures. They turned around and all the girls were like gone. So when they were supposed to meet up with Joseline or whatever, I guess they didn't meet up with Joseline, and Joseline felt like they ditched the rest of the cast. But she was saying that's not exactly what happened. This is what I interpret from what they were saying. Once again, the story is not 100% clear because the cameras were not up, and each girl has a different side of the story of what happened, right? My whole thing is this. Joseline to me overreacted a little bit, because it's like you would have thought they did a booking with the baddies or something. Like then I would get you were feeling away, bitch. But it's like it was a lot of miscommunication from what it sounded like. So they put up to the house, and Joseline is standing there like a pimp. Okay, she got her glasses on, she got her shades on, and she like, "What's up, ladies? How you feeling?" Okay, first of all, I see some new faces. I see some old faces. Neek, do me a favor. Neek, Des, go to the bus. Go through the bus. Nika's just like, wow, Joseline. So that's what you gonna do. That's all you gonna do. Like, that's it though. Like to the bus. Okay, cool. So they escort them off to the bus. One thing about it, Joseline hate that bitch Des. I didn't really peep or realize it to this episode, but she do not like that bitch Des. Okay, at all. All right. So she's like, okay, so Lexi, how you been feeling? It look like you've been scrapping, you know, it look like you've been stealing them kids. How you feeling? Okay, white underbelly, like, what's up? What's up? Right? So she's like, oh, you know, I just got into it with chicks or whatever, but you know, ain't no pressure. You feel me? I'm for the stay here. I came here to win. I came here to dance, Joseline. I came here to win at 50K, Joseline. That's what I came to do. She's like, okay, that's what you came here to do. Okay. So Chinks, you gonna quit again? Because like last time you came, you did like a few rehearsals, but then like you never stayed. So like you gonna stay? My whole thing is this: Chink should have never got brought back. I'm sorry. As much as she a fighter and all that, and like she stand on business, like the girls say, I feel like Jocelyn was so nice to her last season. We never saw Jocelyn cuss her out or nothing crazy, and she quit. While Jocelyn was cussing out these girls last season, some of them, and they still stayed. Like that to me, she didn't deserve that spot. Like they could have really gave that to somebody else instead of her. Like we should have brought Guy Love Crazy Ass back or something like that. Cause I just feel like that wasn't fair. So Jocelyn is just like, oh, so like Isis. A lot of you bitches I'm not really cool with. Isis, you gave me your ass to kiss. Why would you do that? Do you recall? Do you recall? Because I tried to call you on your phone. Do you recall? So Isis is like, yeah, like my phone, it wasn't working or whatever. Like that you did call, but like my phone wasn't working. Justice is like, why would we call you? You didn't pick up the phone. So she's like, oh, my phone wasn't working. She's like, bitch, I pay you $500 a day. And your phone not working? What you doing with the money, bitch? What you doing with the money? Okay. Isis say really have no answer. So she makes Isis go straight to the bus. Jocelyn was sitting more bitches to the back of the bus, but Rosa Parks got sent to the bus, bitch. I'm talking about just off the bus, get on the bus, get on the bus. Okay, back of the bus, right? My whole thing is this. A lot of you guys were talking about this $500 a day. I kept seeing that in the comments. Oh, that's not a lot of money, to be honest. First of all, I think they get paid $500 a day, and I think they get the money from their bookings. So that to me, although it's not a whole lot of money in this inflation that we living in, a lot of you bitches act like y'all millionaires or gajillionaires, where a lot of y'all 9-to-5s, y'all don't even make $500 in 2 days. So please shut up on my mama. I just hate when people try to act more grand than what they are, as if you can't make some with $500 a day, not $500 a day, but just $500 in general. Like that's just so little amount. Like, don't get me wrong, it may be small to some, but like me as a hustler, I could make 500 turn into 2,000. No shade. A lot of you just don't know how to invest and split your money. Y'all blow it. Okay. So that to me was so ignorant to see that throughout the comments, as if y'all out here just rich. You know what I'm saying? Living with y'all feet up, able to vacation anytime y'all want to, which is not the case for some of y'all bookie butts. So please, stop living it up. Keep paying your taxes. Yeah. The cameras, once again, like I said, should have been up in Paris, because Paris keeps getting brought up, right? Egypt, after ISIS gets put out of the lineup and go to the bus, she starts popping that gun. What Tyler Perry says, bitch, stop popping that gun. She just like, wait, what is that? What is that? Did you want my attention or something like that? Because bitch, you pop that gun, bitch, I pop you in your mouth. That's what I do. Okay. So Egypt is like, no, like, I'm here because I want to dance. Like, I want to dance. You feel me? Like, that's why I came back. Yeah. That's why I came back. Egypt was on some real cocky shit. No shade. Like, what was up with all the like animosity Egypt was having standing there? Like, it seemed like she wanted pressure with Joseline. Like, yeah, I'm here, bitch. What you gonna do? I'm like, oh, really, Egypt? Was I the only way getting that energy from her? Like, she was real cocky with it. And I didn't like that. Like, it was just like, oh my God. Like, you feel me? Like, why you seem so amped up, right? So she called Egypt out for doing op. She's like, oh yeah, so like Egypt, you was doing some real op shit, bitch. Okay. You hang out with my motherfucking op. It sounded like she said dime, but she said D something. I don't know if she said diamond, dime. She said something like that. But she was just like, you be on risk some oppy shit. That's why I don't like you, bitch. And you could go to the bus too. Okay? You could go to the bus. He just standing there like Debo, arms crossed. She walk off, security trying to grab me. She's like, man, don't grab me. Y'all gonna stop abusing my uncle aunt. That's what y'all gonna stop doing. Cause this man don't do nothing but do his job, and you guys are disrespecting him. And I don't appreciate it at all. Okay. He's about to retire very soon, and you guys are mistreating my uncle. You know, I got a couple cousins that want that fade from Mr. Ant. So don't not too much. All right. I really don't like when they abuse that man, because that man really be trying to do his job. So Natural said, this Natural. She like, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like me, Jocelyn, I could really get over my beef with like T Love, cause like me and T Love ain't really had no issues. And I feel like when T Love gets some liquor in her, that like she get a little angry. So like I feel like I could really relax, and I don't really gotta fight with you, Jocelyn. Jocelyn, I'm a mom. You a mom, we moms. So like I'ma do my big one and get to the bag. You feel me? Okay. Y'all remember when Natural said, I'ma tell it to that bitch. The Natural versus Yummy era cannot be defeated. That was my favorite era, y'all. Yeah, Natural versus Yummy was hilarious. Okay. So T Love admits that, when she does get drunk, her wig gets bigger and she turns, she turns up a little bit, and she does admit that she could kind of turn it down and be a little bit more humble, right? So that's when Jocelyn goes to her next victim, right? She's just like, so Erica, okay, I thought you said, bitch, that you did not need the cabaret. I do remember a phone call when you said you didn't need the fucking cabaret. You said you was on to big and better things. What bigger and better things you was on to, bitch? Because you right here. So Erica's just like, yeah, but like, I know I said what I said. And like, I take it back because like I was in my feelings, and you said something about like us being three stooges, and like I was just hurt, Jocelyn. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was just in my feelings, and like I'm here to dance for you, Jocelyn, okay? She didn't say her to the bus though. She almost did, right? My whole thing is with Erica. What I don't like is that her, Nita, and Dez, like, y'all know I don't like the whole duos and trios shit. It's really getting irritating. Please don't bring down the cabaret. Okay, we got enough of that on baddies. We got enough groups and groupings. All right. Now, Natural and Erica start talking after Jocelyn dismisses all the girls for them to all get their rooms and stuff. They start talking, and Erica's just like, yo, she missed Dez. That's supposed to be her duo for the season, and how she's gonna miss her if Jocelyn doesn't allow her to come back in the house at all. To be honest, Dez's space and place in the cast is still, in jeopardy, because Jocelyn does not like her. So she is in limbo. Okay. So we get the Gypsy in this effing F the OG situation. I'm sorry, but Gypsy, in my opinion, is trying to find a storyline. If Love said fuck the OGs because she want that 50K, who cares? It's a competition. Hello? Y'all not there to just have fun and eat chips and put y'all feet up. It's a competition. And last season, I would really want to win this season too, because last season, Jocelyn was splitting up the money like it was a damn charity. So it's like, fuck the OGs. I want my 50,000 for myself. I don't get people that go on competition shows and try to play all kumbaya. I'm not saying you got to be dirty or do some grimy shit, but it's like, please let's not forget why we're there. Like, we're there to make money. Y'all not friends. Okay? Jocelyn got to be real careful with that bitch Gypsy. She give me very much opportunist vibes. Like, she just give me opportunist vibes, sneaky vibes, like real sneaky. Okay? Des ends up meeting with Jocelyn, Danny, and Dre and Oceans. Jocelyn said, "You say I'm a hater, Des." Mind you, when she comes up, right? Drea, Danny, Oceans are standing there with their arms crossed like security guards right next to Jocelyn. They probably set up the scene just like that. They said, "Hey, you better not let Des hop on Jocelyn, or all of y'all getting kicked out the cabaret." Okay. Des walked up, she like, "Bitch, I thought I was getting jumped." Okay. Jocelyn's like, "You say I'm a hater, but I pay you $500 a day. So how am I a hater and I pay you? How does that make me a hater?" There's this just like, I'm sorry, Jocelyn. Like, I love you. I'm loyal. Okay. Like, I love you. And I feel like you should trust me, Jocelyn. Jocelyn's like, "Man, I don't care about none of that. I don't trust you. I don't trust you." Okay. Jocelyn, you could tell a lot of her insecurities come out on this show because we all know, the ones that have been following Jocelyn for a minute, she has a lot of trust issues because of how she grew up in her family and everything. So, like, that's why, one, she doesn't get along with a lot of girls, and two, she doesn't trust a lot of girls because of her upbringing. So Des is like, "And you calling me fake, but then this bitch, Drea, that bitch be talking shit behind your back, Jocelyn, and I'll be defending Jocelyn." So Jocelyn like, "Oh yeah, show me the proof. I want to hear the recording. Where is it? Where is it?" Des is like, "Neek got the proof. She got the recording. Neek go come out of there, into the sea." Neek is like, "Oh, so Jocelyn, I'm not gonna lie, I don't got the recording, but like she said when we went to the stew that she was talking about you and said that like she was talking about you, Jocelyn." And Jocelyn's just like, "Send me the recording though. I want to hear it. I want to hear it." Obviously, Drea is already pissed. She takes off her wig. It was like a beanie wig. She takes off the wig and starts to fight Neek. Drea got you good, bitch, Neek, because you ended up with a lump on that forehead. They shade. Okay. Danny starts fighting Des. Child, Des whooped your ass. Whooped your ass, Danny. Not once, but twice. Danny used to have some squabble in her. What happened to that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like she lost the squabble. It's giving like DTB after Tasiki. Like, you lost a little bit of your squabble, babe. What happened? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all peep that? Am I the only one that peeped that? Like, she really did lose her squabble, y'all. Like, I don't know. Like, Danny used to be putting bitches in headlocks, pussy locks, and all types of. It's like it went away or something. Like, I don't know. You need to get it back though, Danny, because you need it. Okay. So then, to be honest, Danny, you should have sat this one out after Drea, what she did to you last episode. Did y'all peep though? Neek jumped in the second round. I peeped that. She jumped in that second round between Danny and what's her name? She jumped in that second round between Danny and Dez. Like, if you'll pay close to, she was off to the side, started Bika Baka Baka, which Danny, you kind of deserve that, babe, because mind your business. But Danny trying to prove herself because of what Jocelyn did last week and the whole not having her back situation. So of course she did what she did, right? Des is just like, "Jocelyn, I still love you," right? Jocelyn starts walking up on her. She like, "This is so unnecessary, Jocelyn. This is so unnecessary." Jocelyn said, "What's unnecessary? What's unnecessary? What's unnecessary?" That should be a track, Jocelyn. That should be a track. That shit sounded like a chorus how much times Jocelyn was saying that. Okay. She started backing her into a corner with all of her crew. It was given where Gaia Love was getting backed up into a corner and started running because we saw what Gaia Love did uh and talking crap about Jocelyn when the girls told on her and said she was talking crap about Jocelyn. It was given a little bit of that. Okay. Thank God though that Jocelyn did not hit Des, because you could tell Des did not want to fight her. Des, I think, actually likes Jocelyn. She just does not like Jocelyn's ways, right? So Jocelyn starts confronting Neek. She's just like, I'm not gonna lie, Nick. Like, bitch, I love you. I love you, bitch. And you gonna say it. I'm a fucking hater, you bitch. What I gotta hate on you, bitch? Okay? Because I met your mom, I met your auntie. I told about take care of you, bitch. And you did that to me. You bitches gotta stop doing that to me, bitch. Okay? She was really feeling away, which is like, I get it though. Because say what you want about Jocelyn, she is really taking these girls just as much places as Natalie is a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they went to Paris. That's huge. A lot of bitches ain't never been over there. So it's like, as much as Jocelyn is a piece of crap sometimes, I do feel like some of the newer girls are sort of unappreciative of her because they know that one, she was a little bit on probation, and two, Jocelyn has gotten nicer. No shade. Jocelyn has gotten a lot nicer. It's called maturity. She's matured a little bit. She still has a little bit her ways, don't get me wrong. But old Jocelyn would have got the girls to beat up Neek and jump Neek. Old Jocelyn would have got the girls to beat up Des, jump Des, and then kick Des out. She wouldn't have gave him a second or third chance. You know what I'm saying? But I think a big problem with Jocelyn, she has a huge issue with communication. She does not know how to tell people why she's mad and what made her mad. She just sort of like punishes you and expect you to just figure it out. And that's not right. So that's what Jocelyn needs to work on. So Jocelyn still cries. She like, stop doing that to me, my nigga. You did that to me, my nigga. You did that to me, my nigga. Whole time Nick is standing there with a lump de lump. Bitch, it was giving oatmeal. I was hungry, okay? I wanted some labui, bitch. That's Haitian word for oatmeal, okay? She's standing there with that lump de lump on that forehead. So Neek and her side of it is basically like, I was gonna come to you and apologize for any miscommunication that happened because you know how you are when you're mad. Hence what I was saying earlier. Jocelyn doesn't know how to communicate. Don't nobody want to be talking to you, Jocelyn, and try to apologize to you when you cussing bitches out left and right. Call them $2 hoes, $4 hoes, $6 hoes. Okay? And not to be the jet through holiday, bitch. And with 50 pounds, you could be 2 little girls. And with 200 pounds, you could feed 4 little girls. And that's all you get from me, bitch. Shout out to him. We need to make a collab video. I need to look up with him. We need to make a collab video. Now, a lot of the situation with this Paris thing, it gives a lot of miscommunication, and that's what their issues are about. And I feel like it was some setting up happening in regards to like Danny and Drea, sort of a little bit. That's just the vibes I get. Okay. Child, Jocelyn still don't like Dez. She's just like, you know what, Nick? If I didn't care about you, this bitch Dez, she wouldn't even be here. You know that? Because you know when she be getting on stage dancing like an old lady, that bitch can't dance. You the only reason why I keep you here, keep her here, Nick. The only reason why she is because of you. Okay? So if I didn't care about her, I told that bitch Dez, she could leave right now and the door could hit her on the flat ass. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Dez standing there looking stupid. Dad said her ass not flat. I don't think it's flat either. I think you confused her with Daddy and Drea, babes. Okay? Jocelyn and Neek end up hugging it out. It was very nice to see that because we don't see a lot of the softer side of Jocelyn. So to see her being vulnerable, it was sweet to see. Okay? Now we see Love open up to T Love and Kiana about her life, basically how she's been through things. She said she was homeless at one point. The guy ended up getting her pregnant, how she was abused sexually as a child. And a lot of what doesn't get talked about is how sex workers and dancers are usually abused and haven't gotten over the trauma, and that's why they act the way that they do. So it's kind of nice that they included this scene because it is a subject that's not talked about a lot. Now, I don't like how this Kiana girl was looking at Love because this is why I don't open up to bitches. Because why are you looking at her crazy like that? Like, bitch, fix your face. That was so judgmental to me. Like, this girl is talking about stuff that like is some childish shit. It has nothing to do with the show. It has nothing to do with the cabaret or none of that. She didn't have to tell none of that. You could at least fix your face, bitch. Over there looking like Russian cream. Man, that pissed me off. Cause it's like, I like that Love girl. You could tell like she's a real genuine person. So y'all, it's time for the one night only. What Jocelyn said, one night only. It's time for her one night only party. And this time, she's not having it on the floaty. Okay, she's having a party. Y'all know how last season they did it with it and Where Are Black. So it's basically the same thing. Erica Mena ends up showing up in red. Okay, it starts mingling with the cast. She ends up running into Gypsy, aka Rat-a-tat, and she's just like, "Oh, Rat-a-tat, interested to see you here. Oh, okay. I know you didn't like me, and you took dick on my time." Now, Erica was very specific, as if she had footage of the dick. I said, "Oh my god." Erica was on her ass, y'all. She said, "Oh yeah, I know you took dick on my time. So if you're gonna apologize, apologize with all of the details, okay?" And she was like, "You got at my hotel when you got eliminated on my time, okay?" Then I tell y'all, Gypsy gives very much opportunist down. Now I knew about this because I recapped Two Ways with Erica, and I do remember that situation being talked about on the internet about Gypsy, giving Dawn and giving a little bit of that Punani Chrome to some of the over there on Two Ways. Because the niggas was getting down. But my whole thing is with Erica, you can't have a double standard. You need to be mad at Gypsy just as much as you need to be mad at the niggas that was fucking her that was on your show. Because you still cool with them, to be honest. So it's like, what's the tea with that? Right? Then Erica ends up running into, mind you, Gypsy hauls ass after that conversation. She ends up running into Jane Doe. Y'all, I found Jane Doe on Instagram. That girl can dance. That girl can dance. Y'all, I'm not gonna ruin the winner for y'all for the cabaret because I will spoil the winner. But that Jane Doe, baby, and I'm not saying it's Jane Doe, but I'm just saying that randomly, y'all, because I just thought of the winner. But baby, I said, wow. Wow, wow, wow. She ends up picking up Erica. Erica's dress ends up splitting in two halves, bitch. Erica had to gather her bearings because she just didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like the amount of strength that took, you know what I'm saying? She gagged. It was cute to see. And Erica gagged and had to leave because her dress was just tore, right? Now, Egypt ends up talking to Chinks, and Chinks is just like, "Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna need my lick back because, like, she tried to, like, spit at me. Like, that's mad nasty. You feel me?" So Egypt, like, "Oh, yeah, that's what you want? Okay, cool. T-Love, T-Love, come here, T-Love. T-Love, come there." She like, "Well, like, Chinks got something to say to you." And that's where Chinks is just like, "Well, you tried to spit at me, so, like, I'm gonna need that." T-Love, like, "What you say? I can't hear you." T Love was trying to be funny. You heard the bitch. You know what you did. And then they start to get fighting. Y'all, T Love, I know you regret walking up to her. That Chinks is a monster. Didn't I tell y'all? That Chinks is a monster. She looked like she was beating your head in like a tambourine. Shake a tambourine up. Shake a tambourine. I'm talking about beating her head in. Next week, y'all, Gypsy, baby. I know you regret coming to the cabaret. I mean, my God. My whole thing is Gypsy dumb. Why would you try to fight Erica? Anybody that knows Jocelyn knows that Erica's one of her closest friends. So it's like, why would you do that? We gonna have to hit you with the why would you do that early because we can't even wait till next week. That was not smart at all.
Now I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this.
That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because
Why you do that?
why I do what?
Why you do that? Now apparently she's a choreographer next season, but it's like next episode, but it's like you already was able to get on the show. Meanwhile, knowing that you hopped from another show, which people was already claiming. A lot of people for Two Ways with Erica just wanted to be on reality TV, which a lot of them did. So for you to get on Josh's show, that was a little bit of a miracle. You should have just, played it humble until Erica left because all you had was one night only with Erica. So that's all I'm saying. I feel like she should have played it smarter than that. I love this episode. Like I said, thank you, Jocelyn, for giving us authentic storylines. Let me know what y'all think down below, and we're our babies.